Welcome, everybody, to the first semifinal matchup here.
We probably won't see any of the second one.
Oh, calm down. This one's already underway. You never know. Stranger things have happened. We've got fan favorite Grixis. Stranger things have happened, Spider Monkey. Fan favorite Grixis vehicles against the 4-color energy deck piloted by Robert Hayes. Alan's off to a quick start here with a Bomat Courier.
Yes, and Robert's going to cycle one away.
Not under a ton of pressure. Rogue Refiner is going to put a stop here.
But the Rogue Refiner is good enough to gum up the board. Draw him some cards. So I was theorizing about deck doctoring this Grixis Vehicles deck, and I think Bomat Courier would be my first cut.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan.
So it's really good.
So we have this deck list now. It was posted up in the chat before. We'll have another. We're gonna post them all on our website here right at the end of the tournament.
Absolutely.
But yeah, 3 Bomat Couriers in the main here seems questionable.
Well, the card's best when you're emptying your hand, and I've just seen him multiple times.
Yeah, he just gets stuck with these. He has a lot of high-cost creatures.
Yeah, with like 5-6 cards in his hand, and this Bomat Courier with 3 cards underneath it. And I'm like, there's no way the 3 cards underneath it are better than these cards in your hand.
Right. So I think the lands here for Alan are Swamp, 2-Drown Catacombs, and Spire of Industry. He's stuck with a Glorybringer in hand. I like the way his deck looks a lot, but I am not a big fan of the mana. I think he could definitely use some work here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to, oh, here we go. So he gets him to burn the energy with the push. That's a heads-up play.
I think he has a second Gifted Aetherborn he can cast now, and I would. There's no reason not to.
Yeah, just get it on the board.
And then his only remaining card in hand is Glorybringer, which he is nowhere near close to casting.
Yeah, he does need 2 very good draw steps.
So now he has 2 Gifted Aetherborn in the deck. Drew them both. Very fortuitous because it's a heck of a magic card against this 4-color energy deck.
Yeah, like you said, it is a big deal against a Long Tusk Cub.
Yeah, it's good against Long Tusk Cub. Here's Rob's list. You can see he's got the 4 Long Tusk Cub that it is very good against. And then he's also running 2 Bristling Hydra, which it's insane against.
Yeah, it looks like his Black Splash is to gain access to these Scarab Gods.
Yeah, he's got the Scarab Gods and then Vraskas.
Comma, Relic Seeker.
Looks like he's just drawing for turn, passing on his 2 Gifted Aetherborns. Robert with a grip full of cards here, but he's kind of stonewalled by these.
Aetherborns.
Yeah.
Is Alan going to be able to bring 2 more in from the sideboard?
No, I think those 2 are all he's got. But he does have 2 Gaunties out of the sideboard, which fill much the same role.
Have the Death Touch as well. Little card advantage. Yep, so one of these should jump in front of a Cub.
Yeah, we're willing to take the 3. We're willing to trade this off. Gain 2, lose 3, so we're only really losing 1.
Yep. Puts him to 19. What else does Robert have in store for us?
Oh, a Virtuoso.
Yep, here's a Whirler Virtuoso.
Only gets 1 Thopter out of it right now, though. Looks like the hand is Glorybringer, Hazoret, Scrap Heap Scrounger.
Yeah, the Scrap Heap Scrounger can get on the board and turn on this Spire of Industry so that any red land draw then
turns on the Glorybringer.
Makes Glorybringer a viable play.
Additionally, even if he kills the Scrap Heap Scrounger, you can get it back. Oh! Spoke too soon.
Not with the Magma Spray. Oh, was that in a braid?
Oh, that's in a braid. That's not a Glorybringer.
Interesting. I wonder why he didn't abrade in response to the energy trigger.
Because he didn't have the red mana.
Oh, sure. Right, that makes sense now. Ooh, Robert with all the land.
Yeah, he certainly has a lot of land, but he also still has 2 cards in hand. Here's the glory.
And Alan's reaching for his creature. Yeah, that's a big 8 swing there, Alan. 8 damage coming across. Yep, here's the
Aethersphere Harvester, a turn late. Man, this would have been so much better than the Scrap Heap Scrounger. But it's still going to be fine here as long as you can find a creature on top or a red mana.
Yep.
Play this Hazoret.
Well, he's got the red mana to play the Hazoret should he want to.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that Spire of Industry is now active. Forgot about that one.
Doing work over there, Spire of Industry. Yeah, I like the Scrap Heap Scrounger in this deck as an artifact creature to cast on a low end of the curve. Turns on your Spire of Industry, and the deck is very intensive on its mana requirements. Bomat Courier, though, feels a little bit clunky.
Here's the Hazoret.
There's the Hazoret, blocker of...
Oh, he has the Abrade for the Aethersphere Harvester. It's not good.
Yep, so Hazoret gets to block the Hydra.
But that's still 8 damage, and that's still
then the
a dead...
Glorybringer, Thopter, and Rogue Refiner are going to get in.
Yeah, that's... As long as he attacks with everything, yep, that'll do it.
Yep, Robert Hayes drawn more lands than John Avon, but just enough creatures to win game 1 here.
It's more that all of his creatures got to stick around.
Yeah.
In the background there, we see Judge John. Wonderful judge. Very jovial.
Yeah, Jovial runs a clean tournament. Quick,
very clean tournament.
Crisp.
Yeah, absolutely. All of these things are true.
Yeah, if you're in the Cincinnati area and you're wondering who's going to be judging your tournament, you can go to CincyPPTQ.com. One of our judges in the area, Min, puts together a spreadsheet of the area PPTQs.
And we've got a couple really good judges in the area that usually take care of that.
Yeah, so that spreadsheet is invaluable.
So as far as sideboarding goes here, what do you see here from Robert Hayes' list?
Let me take a gander. So if I am Robert Hayes...
Just give me the whole list. What's on there?
Okay, I have access to 2 Deathgord Scavengers, 3 Negates, 2 Confiscation Coup, a River Rebuke, a Vizier of Many Faces, a Nissa Steward of Elements, 2 Appetite for the Unnatural, 1 Spell Pierce, and 2 Chandra's Defeat. My cards that I would be interested in are Deathgord Scavenger, and probably Appetite for the Unnatural. I don't know how much he cares about the...
Max Milanio.
Thanks for the follow.
Thanks for the follow, bud.
I don't know how much he cares about the Aethersphere Harvester.
Right. It does a great job of shutting down Glorybringer, which is his like high end, but
it's more about the outs with this deck. Because he's got a lot going on here, so he can just, make choices as to what's necessary.
Sure.
I think he's probably interested in taking out the Chandras
on the draw.
And so that'll make room for these 2 Deathgord Scavengers.
And I'm sure he's probably trying to take out these Long Tusk Cubs as well.
You keep talking about this Long Tusk Cub going out. I thought this was one of the premier creatures in the deck.
It's awful draw. It's very bad on the draw. Are you asking me questions that mess with my mic just to...
No, I'm sorry. I apologize. No, so
But yeah, so on the draw, on the play, the worst blowout you can have is if you don't have the Attune with Aether, you play Long Tusk Cub on 2, and end of turn they shock it.
Right.
That's just the worst. On the draw, you give him an extra draw step to get that, plus you give him an extra mana, so like they can just end a turn, lightning strike it.
Right, but isn't there also like the late game where you have like 6 or 10 energy and you just play this long tusk club that happens to just beat you? Like, I got an 8/8 for 6.
Yeah, but that doesn't like end the game in most matches. Like having one big creature that's, not resilient, not evasive, doesn't actually affect the board. Like you can just chump it with servos or thopters or whatever.
I need to get my hands on one of these teamer decks and figure this stuff out.
I'll let you borrow it.
Thanks, friend.
Yeah. Anyway, it looks like we're going here.
Yeah, looks like we got game 2.
Alan's sideboard has a couple of Chandras, a couple of Glorybringers, a Vraska's Contempt, 2 Gontis, which I mentioned he probably wants here, 3 Kitetail Freebooters, 2 Duress, and 3 Negate. If I'm Alan here, I'm recognizing that on the draw, I probably want to be the aggressive deck.
Mm-hmm.
I value these Chandras pretty highly. Not super high on Hostage Taker in this matchup, but it can be good for taking Glorybringer.
Sure.
But the Gonti should come in. That's just very good against Teamer in general.
Okay.
As for Alex, he's got kind of a smorgasbord of 1s and 2s.
Just trim on everything.
Yeah, so I'd probably take out both of the Hostage Takers. I might...
So Robert's going to earn himself 2 energy on a Harness Lightning on the 1 toughness.
That always feels good if you're the energy deck.
Yep. I'm sorry, I interrupted you because there was action. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. Feel free to interrupt me anytime there's action. I would cut the Hostage Takers, maybe a PNLR, and then from there it would just be...
Well, here comes down the PNLR, I think. Nope.
He's thinking about it. He might have access to red again. No, he hasn't because he has the Spire of Industry. There we go. Yeah, Pia is a good card. You get a nice 2-for-1 out of it, but I don't think his deck's really equipped to take advantage of it. It's nice here with the Aether Sphere Harvester.
Yeah.
But you're going to see it quickly get outclassed by this Whirler Virtuoso. Which, when I was looking at this list, we were, like you said, we were talking about like what we would do to change it because it's kind of a brew. And I think that Whirler Virtuosos coming in over this PNLR would be a huge improvement.
Yep. And once you do that, it also makes me want to play Aether Hub over Spire of Industry.
Well, he's got Aether Hubs already.
Okay, so he's 4 and 4 both of those?
No, he's 4 Spire, 2 Aether Hubs.
Okay. Alright, so here's a Thopter from the Whirl of Virtuoso, and Robert's on his turn 4 thinking hard about it.
Who is the other semi? The other semi is Jonathan Topol and Jesse Sinopoli. We saw both of those guys in the quarters. It's Raminep Red versus Teamer. I'm told that match has ended. So if our spotter monkey could tell us who won, I would be glad to fill you in on that.
Yep.
So this Bristling Hydra is something that you could very easily answer with your Gifted Aetherborns or Gontis if you got them. Freebooter.
Right,
I like this play a lot.
Man, it looks like he's got his choice of
Coup and a Braid.
What's the 4th card all the way to the top of the screen?
Death Gorge Scavenger.
Okay. So he takes the Abrade.
So we've got Teamer Energy confirmed for the finals.
All right.
John Topol. And what a journey that guy's had. He's really come from the bottom all the way to the finals of a PPTQ.
And now he's here.
I don't know that he was on the bottom. I just felt like saying that.
No, neither do I.
All right, so a nice little 6-point life swing.
Yeah, we watched this Aethersphere Harvester. It is the crux of this deck. I love it.
Yeah, this is definitely an Aethersphere Harvester deck. And it's funny that a card that barely sees play, like out of sideboard sometimes, is the highlight of this deck with such standard all-stars as Hazoret, Glorybringers, the Scarab God.
It really makes it all possible. Really ties the room together. So, Robert's going to get his Abrade back here, and I don't think it's going to target this Thopter. Definitely going after the Harvester.
I would think so, yes.
Alright, here's a bunch coming in. We're going to push the Whirler Virtuoso, and he's going to let it go, because that energy represents a protection for his...
Man, I would have tried to double
Hydra.
block the Bristling Hydra, and then if he went to put the counter on it, then Fatal pushed it.
Oh, the Hydra?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. That's
+4.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be awkward then. Now, if he abrades this Aethersphere Harvester, it takes him back off of red mana.
Yes, it does. I'm sure Robert's aware of that. Sees that that's a...
Now, I will say,
pretty big
looking
deal.
at Robert's list, he's got one mountain in the whole 75.
Here's another Whirler Virtuoso.
Oh, Robert, so generous.
So he's got one mountain, but he has the
Ford,
Forest Mountain Cycle Land, right? This Sheltered Thicket.
Alan does not. Alan is the Grixis player. Alan
I apologize.
Alan has one mountain, 4 Spire of Industry, 4 Dragon Skull Summit, 1 Spire Bluff Canal, and 2 Aether Hub.
Okay, so the mana sounds like it's a little all over the place.
Yeah, definitely need a little more action here.
Alright, so I see a Gifted Aetherborn in hand, so we're going to fire that out there.
That's going to do a good job of stopping this Hydra offense.
Maybe Robert's being really wise to save this Abrade for the Gifted Aetherborn.
Oh no, he has a Harness Lightning for that.
Why not? Unlicensed Disintegration. Earns the Abrade in response.
Yeah, I don't know why we did that in response to the Harness Lightning.
Yeah, we just like making big stacks around here. Stacks on stacks.
Something like it. Here's a Bristling Hydra for 4.
Yep.
And Alan is playing off the top of his deck with 1 red mana available to him. Hazoret would be nice here.
Yeah, Hazoret. Well, Robert has the Confiscation Coup in hand that we saw with the
That's true.
Freebooter.
That is very true.
So, would have attacked with the PNLR here because you sure aren't going to block with it.
Well, maybe you are. And you've got a Guided Strike in hand. Do you ever think about that?
Guided Strike?
Yeah. It's just Guided Striker guy. It's not standard legal.
Our guy would still die.
Yeah, but it'd make him use the counter.
You're not wrong. And
It's
here's
just
another
lands
swamp.
for Alan.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, this is not going to end well.
Alan's deck is sweet. But I think this is the end of the tournament for him. He's put up a great fight for Brew, but...
Yeah, I mean, this standard environment is fantastic because as long as you keep all your cards on par with the other cards, you can literally play whatever you want, as Alan showed us today.
Yeah.
You can build, there's 7 energy configurations.
That'll do it. So, Robert Hayes takes down the semis. So, your finals is going to be Robert Hayes on 4-color energy versus Jonathan Topol on Teamer Energy.
So generally in these energy matchups, the person with more colors wins, right?